Revenge of the Ronin is a samurai hack-and-slash game where you follow the story of two fathers, one that wants to bring his family back to life after their death, and the other finding family in the midst of honor and duty, both clashing to save what they hold dear. The gameplay is simple: light attack, heavy attack, special attack, then abilities that can apply shield, be a strong strike, or add flames to your weapon. There's no block system, no parry system, but a dash to dodge that does drain stamina. Speaking of stamina, you have 3 bars: health, stamina, and karma. The bars are separated into portions, which are affected by upgrades, with 1 full bar being the standard, then 100 coins for the next, 200 after that, and 300 for max. You get the coins needed for upgrades by busting barrels found throughout the levels, with each barrel having the chance to have currency, a healing potion that you can seemingly have an unlimited supply of, or nothing at all. Other things that you can spend currency on are those abilities I brought up earlier. Each have to be bought and unlocked before they can be used. Then the upgrades can improve their duration or damage depending on the ability. Mixing those abilities into combos or using them to match your playstyle can be fun, but it's all bogged down by how the combat works as a whole. There are limited enemies, some are specific for certain areas. Instead of keeping with the theme though, every level ends up relying on the same enemy types with a different coat of paint every once in a while. This is to the game's detriment. It doesn't always make sense, and when they replace enemies that do have location significance for no reason at all, it breaks immersion and hurts the world building, and in turn the storytelling as well. What's worse than the reusing of enemies and how that damages the story is how those same characters respond in combat. There is no impact to your attacks, enemies don't flinch, they never have their attacks interrupted, and with not being able to block, it just leads to a monotonous tried and true method of attack, move away, attack, till the enemy goes ahead and just dies. It's the same feeling combat loop that Callisto Protocol has, so keep that in mind. Due to the combat never feeling good, the game gets boring rather quickly, with bosses being the only thing keeping me hopeful for the end of each level and convincing me to push all the way there. That being said, they are a letdown as well for the most part. Most bosses are able to be defeated with the same combo move that you use against the grunts: attack, move, attack, with my deaths being because I got so bored I didn't even realize I took damage due to feedback on your character being just as iffy as on the enemies. I started tanking hits and stopped using healing items just to try and add some challenge and make my own fun with the game, and it still was a slog regardless. There are a few bosses with some good attacks that do switch things up and provide something to get excited about, but they are so few and far between that I can't see most of you even getting that far. I got genuinely excited when a boss surprised me, but that feeling was fleeting compared to the boredom. I felt every other waking moment. I may make a boss ranking video, who knows. At the end of the day, there's a lot of promise in the premise of the story, but it feels like wasted potential. The combat is monotonous and gets boring rather quickly. The potential of location-based enemies is wasted by reusing ones that are unrelated to the ones around them. Some of the locations are beautiful on their own, but bogged down by emptiness standing between you and the next combat encounter, as well as being reused or looking far similar to ones that came before it. The cutscenes are still frames with text, and lack the emotional weight that a story like this is capable of carrying, leaving me feeling unsatisfied by the end. There isn't even a platinum trophy, so although I've 100% completed the game, there's no way I can recommend this to trophy hunters either. I was pretty disappointed in this one, and unless you can find it for a few bucks, I can't recommend it to anyone. I hate being this hard on games, especially when some heart was shown here and there, but I gotta be honest and say to wait for a very deep sale, or just outright avoid it whatsoever. If you learned anything and want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Dislike it if you disliked it for more news, reviews, and whatever we choose. Stay tuned to Nerdsfeed. Have a great day. Thank you.